Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes to this channel. I really appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never approach you first to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and information regarding that can be found at the about section at my YouTube page. In the about section on my YouTube page. I think it's the rain. It's raining outside. It's throwing me off. Anyway, this is a reading regarding the person on your mind. So this person could be a love interest, a loved one, a family member, a sibling, a friend, a passed away loved one. I'm not sure. We'll see what comes out. So I'm going to use this Lenormand deck that from Lamucci Design that I found on Etsy, and I'm not going to use it as a strict Lenormand. I'm just going to use it to get the overall energy for the person on your mind. And for your tarot deck, I'm going to use the Pulp Tarot. It's a pretty awesome deck. It's a little darker. It's kind of fun. So we shall see what comes out. So just think about that person on your mind. This reading might not resonate with everyone, but hopefully it will resonate with a few of you out there watching this. I got the dog energy, very interesting. It's number 18. The dog energy actually represents, this could be somebody born in the year of the dog in the Chinese zodiac. Dog energy also represents loyalty, somebody who's a good friend, somebody who's really been there for you. I also heard the word brother, might be a brother energy or a friend that's like a brother. So somebody really kind of soft and warm in your heart. Although I'm hearing, not necessarily is what I just heard. So we're going to get your reading with the tarot. 4 cards for your base spread, 4 cards for clarifier. And the reading for the water signs, I actually pulled a lot of clarifiers, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, 3 more cards. Wow, you got a lot of major arcana cards. Lots and lots. Wow. This is a crazy spread, fire signs, because all of the minor arcana are wands. And so 4 cards are wands, 4 cards are major arcana. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Fire signs, very powerful. In what you're thinking right now, 8 of Wands, fast communication. You just want to hear from this person. They kind of look like, honestly, these wands look like really long cigarettes. Really, really long cigarettes. So I don't know if this person in your life is a smoker. I'm trying to look at the rest of the image here. You know what it reminds me of? This kind of scene at the bottom here. It looks like a kind of old time. When I say old time, I mean from like the 60s, which for a lot of you might be old time. But like the Poconos, like a resort type town, a resort type place. Like we're gonna go on a holiday. It's got really, it's also got a little like Moonlight Kingdom vibes. If any of you have ever seen that incredible Wes Anderson film, Moonlight Kingdom, probably my favorite film of all of his films. Takes place like in that time, and it's about these campers or these kind of Boy Scout troop kind of in an environment like this. I'm also thinking Dirty Dancing. So all of these kinds of references to a specific era. So maybe the person on your mind was born in that era. has something to do with that era. But the Eight of Wands is something that's really, really fast. It's clarified here by the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is something very positive. It's something, it's very divinely guided and in divine timing. So something really good regarding this loyal person, regarding this, if it's a family member or a friend, something having to do with divine timing. I'm actually going to pull a clarifier on it. What is the quick movement or the quick communication that you're looking for? Got the Ten of Wands, another Wands card. This is insane. This is crazy. That, like, I don't think I've ever had something, the layout that was quite like this. So Ten of Wands is a very, very heavy burden, a very heavy load to carry. And it's all red, so kind of there's like a starkness, there's like honestly, it's kind of like you know, it reminds me of like the wildfires and just the smoke and the haze from something like that. Like the, you know, lots of prayers to the people of Hawaii right now, but when the wildfires in Canada were happening and the smoke drifted to where I live and the sky looked very ominous like this, right? So there could be some kind of something that, you know, I brought up that reference for a reason. And it's raining very heavily outside where I am, so it's kind of like maybe you're hoping with a quick respite from this energy for them, for that person on your mind. You're hoping that they experience a little bit of good fortune. Perhaps you've experienced good fortune and you're wanting them to be in a space where they can also experience it, but right now it feels pretty heavy. Maybe this is a burden you could be carrying as well. I just heard like inheritance. So I don't know if that has to do with somebody out there. Inheritance. Maybe the inheritance is the burden that you have to now deal with. I'm not sure. Take it as it resonates. What they're going through right now, the person on your mind. Got the Seven of Wands. This is a card of, look at this girl. Just holding on to his leg. Like, it's the pulp tarot, right? So it's kind of, you're going to have a little bit of damsels in distress and a little things that are a little larger than life, but, and very ridiculous. Very, very ridiculous. But that's what's great about this deck. Seven of Wands is blocking energy. It's clarified by the Nine of Wands. The wounded warrior living to fight another day. But you know, there seems to be this like, this is a really, you know, and I also talked about the wildfires, right? So there's that oddity back here. This is, I mean, it almost looks like an angry mob. Or it could be respite. It could be people coming to help. Maybe it could be people coming to help this character too, right? I'm not sure. But what these two cards mean together, I mean, it's very, very defensive energy. It's like getting out by the skin of your teeth is what they're going through right now. Getting out by the skin of their teeth, trying to... Seven of Wands can talk about defending a position. So defending a home front or defending oneself right now. It's not easy energy. I don't feel that this is easy energy at all. I mean, the expressions, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine, the expressions on their faces look very, very strained. I mean, the fact that she is very, you know, scantily clad, I don't feel it, so it's not a sexy vibe. It's like the shirt off your back. this might have something to do with the wildfires. It's like all I have is the shirt on my back. So that's pretty intense energy right now. Your soul connection. How are you connected to this person that you're thinking about? Beautiful energy here. The sun and the world. Both of these are major arcana. The sun is the best card in the deck. So in terms of the connection, this is definitely a loved one. I don't feel like this is like a crush. I feel like this is most likely a family member, somebody that you grew up with, you know, that you were a child around. So it could be a sibling or parents or cousins, very close friends that you played with, right? On this kind of, did you ever have one of those when you were little, like one of these rocking horses? I'm having a really weird and random thought, which was when I was younger, not when I was really young. When I was really young, I was really skinny. But when I got to be not as young, I was overweight. And I remember getting, even as a little kid, I remember getting on one of these exact contraptions and like thinking, like, would I sink down to the bottom? Because I was so heavy, which I wasn't that heavy, you know? Why that's coming up, I don't know. I mean, I can look back on it now and it's a funny memory. I do want to point out the fact that there is a red flag here. That's pretty odd in a sun card. And then the fact that this could be seen as a red flag. Right? That's very interesting. You know, it's really interesting too, is the fact that this line is going kind of straight through. I mean, this is not obviously to scale, right? Flat maps never are, but it's kind of like, this is the danger zone, okay? Take it as it resonates. It may not refer to what's going on in that part of the world. Or it could just refer to somebody where they're going through a lot of strife right now, and you know, you're in the position to either help them or give them something good, give them something that can help them. You know what, I'm sorry, this may be just for one person, but like, now that I see those again as cigarettes, it could be like, did somebody like flick a butt and start that fire? I don't know how the wildfires in Hawaii started, but was it somebody who flicked a cigarette? This is what I'm seeing. It's very, very strong. Like, I can't make it fit for you, just like you can't make it fit for yourself. So if it doesn't resonate, then this is not your reading. But I'm supposed to deliver it for the person whose reading it's for, right? So in the starkness, right, of this versus even this, there's sun and then there's too much sun. There's an overwhelming amount of sun. And the World card represents a chapter that is closing. It could be kind of a harsh message, but like, it is a harsh message, and it's said with so much compassion, but it's just a message that Spirit wants me to say out loud, which is, whenever we have wildfires anywhere in the world, well, one, it definitely due to global warming, but what controlled wildfires, right? If they're controlled, they serve to burn away the underbrush and the deadness of all of the plants and everything, and it's then recouping the land to begin again. So the World card here would make sense that for somebody out there, it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. And your soul connection perhaps is to help that person rekindle that new beginning. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. So whoever this is to you, it's such a healing connection. And if somebody is suffering right now, you are the light in their life. You are the beacon of hope. Right? You are that person for them. Advice from Spirit. The Justice card. This is Major Arcana, number 11, as it says at the top. Major Arcana, number 11. It's also the card that represents Libra. And crazy again, Libra is an air sign. Why is there a gigantic fire behind this person? There is so much fire energy. Like like the sun is the ultimate fire energy, right? You can't get any more ultimate fire than the sun. Clarified by the Five of Wands. Fire signs. Like, if this reading is for you, it's like really, really for you. It's like it's an extreme, just like this whole reading. It feels extreme, extremely hot. It's to the extreme. And then I heard the rest of the line in the Ice Ice Baby song, and isn't that ironic? So, Justice card talks about karmic balance, so there could be some kind of karma coming into fruition right now. It's about what you believe, and karma doesn't always seem fair, but it is. And here I see this, like Five of Wands is a very difficult in-between energy, and you can see them. It looks like they're fighting with one another. It's kind of, it reminds me a little bit of West Side Story. I don't know if that's a reference for anybody. West Side Story. People kind of against one another. So if there's infighting, perhaps in your family or a family unit, a friendship unit, it's Spirit's advice that you always stay above board. 100%, 100,000%. You always want to stay above board, because karma is swift and it boomerangs back to you in the blink of an eye. I've watched it happen. It's swift. So you don't want to play around with that. So if there's infighting or people at odds with one another, that's not the way to go right now. Peace, harmony, balance. Balance is the way to go. And even if it's inside your own heart, your heart may be feeling heavy, angry, taxed. Be in the space of the sun in high vibration. This is no joke energy. The Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, Justice card, the World, 100%. Like, those 4 cards alone, if I got those in a reading, I'd be like, I'm unstoppable. I can do anything I want. So, you know, in the space of this reading, it's like you are in the position to really help another person right now with your choice words and actions. So it's really key right now to make sure that you're connecting with your inner strength. Maybe that involves really, really asking Spirit for help and guidance. Okay, there's manifestation, there's prayer of protection, there's your spirit guides surrounding you, and you could be in a position where you might be questioning the existence of a higher being, because especially if it has to do with the subject matter that I brought up earlier, what higher being would allow such destruction to happen? we can't know it all, and there are forces that are bigger than us. What we can do and what we can control is right, our reaction to things, how we negotiate, navigate the world, how we show kindness and compassion to others, generosity, our spirit, our light to others. So it's very important to stay in as high a vibration as you are physically, emotionally, energetically able. Be an inspiration is what I just heard. Be an inspiration to others. Be a leader. Be a leader among leaders. Fire signs. You are the leader among leaders. Right? Right. That's your reading, fire signs. I hope that it resonated, and if it did, then I wish everyone the best for the person on their mind. It's not easy, but they have you. It's not easy, but they have you. Take care.